There's no blueprint on how to beat me.
They got an ad with him.
Joe Louis had come out of retirement to fight Rocky Marciano. The man was 76 years old.
Your biggest payday is facing me. Without me, you're not getting shit.
One down, one to go.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Allow me to demonstrate the skill of Shaolin, the special technique of shadow boxing.
Now that was a great boxer.
Damn right.
Kill him, buddy. The head will die. Ollie Frazier fight.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Money Mark coming at you guys in another edition of Two to the Body podcast. I am always with my faithful and tea sipping ass host, One Way Renzo. How you doing, One Way?
I really like tea, man. I really like tea, and I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right, man.
That's a punk ass mug you got there.
Hey, man,
get
look.
a Yeti. Get a Yeti. Get something. Get something that's insulated. What the hell's wrong with you?
What do I need? What do I need a Yeti for at home?
Yeah, get over here looking with you make that ceramic class. What you got going on,
man? Yeah, actually, I made this in the garage, man. And let me tell you, making that pottery shit really ain't as sexy as it look on Ghost, bro. Actually, it's very fucking dirty.
Yep.
But no, man, my wife found this somewhere. I don't know where.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say because I mean that you definitely didn't make that.
But no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. It's got a goddamn label at the bottom.
I know what the exactly, and I know
what the. To tell the truth when I was going to
save that for later. I was going to save that for later.
That's why I decided to tell the truth. I saw it. I saw it.
Okay. Well, guys, so like always, we normally have 3 rounds. I say normally because today is going to be a little bit different. Today we're going to kick off the year. This is not going to be our everyday. This is not going to be our norm, but just kicking off the new year, we decided to just chop it up with you guys. Ooh, see, chop it up, chop.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up is a little more structured. Yeah. What we have decided to do today, since there's not a lot going on, whether in the boxing world or the MMA world, we're just going to kick this shit a little differently. It's going to be a lot more casual than it will be in the future.
Okay. So, yeah. So like you said, there's not much going on today. Primarily, we got some rumblings going on in the MMA world. MMA, like I think we were just discussing in pre-production, MMA has a tendency to give us a little bit more, I guess, content, I guess you would say, because of the fact that they're able to turn and burn a little bit more, even though, I mean, there's multiple divisions or whatever the case may be, because it's like a set roster, essentially. You have a tendency to there's a lot of more mid-tier guys that you probably kind of heard with if you squint with one eye. It's easier for them to put on cards, so we're going to get more MMA. And with us MMA, right now, with everything that happened in 2021, the biggest card I would say that we have so far, the biggest thing to anticipate is our boy Francis Ngannou versus Cyril Gane. And with this, we've been given multiple bouts of assault distributed across the interwebs and across our Twitter and across our whatever, our Instagram and all the other shit. Yeah. Beef. Rap beef. I mean, these dudes done did everything but come out with a diss song. I'm waiting for. I mean, Francis probably do it like that Tony Parker music video with Fabulous. Remember that Tony Parker? Tony Parker music video with Fabulous? He was rapping in French. It was just like yeah.
Oh man!
I mean, Francis would probably do that. It'd be super lit. Have Israel in the back, doing the pancake. Is that what the St. Louis dudes just call that?
I don't know what the Saint. No comment. I don't know what they used to the WAP. I don't know what they used to call it.
No, the WAP was something else. I think that was in Miami. WAP. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so there's a lot of going on.
I put that on my soul.
Let me ask you, what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts? I mean, did you see the latest thing about the training video? The training video.
I have not. But I'm going to guess it's something from is it something from Cyril Gane's camp trying to get under the skin of Ngannou? Is it something like that, or is it something that Ngannou has put out himself?
But the thing about it is this. Ngannou, now, this is the thing. So the narratives that are out right now is this. There's multiple narratives. Narrative number one is Ngannou is a saint. And Fernand Lopez and Cyril Gane are just big meanie heads. Another is that Francis is this master, just like manipulator. And he's just kind of like has fooled everyone into believing that he's this super nice guy that's polite and a great story. And really, he's this really big douchebag that, you know, whatever. Now, me personally, if you were to look at everything, especially with the release of the video, right, that happened to just surface of them training, if you look at it, right, that happens to look very unfavorable if you're Francis and super favorable if you're like Cyril, because it kind of looks like Cyril's just kind of going half speed and like Francis is, he can't stay in front of him or whatever the case may be, right? Which, by the way, let's be honest, a half speed point sparring with a person who I think might have been a kickboxing champion is never going to look good in that regard, right? Like, right? No. If it's a point fighting thing, you're doing it to kind of teach Francis how to be accurate and how to, you know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's a teaching moment in that regard, right? Like, obviously, that's what that is.
Okay, so I haven't seen the video, so I'm guessing by what you just said, it is a video that looks unfavorable to Francis.
It doesn't even really look super unfavorable to Francis. What it is, it just looks like Cyril's in control. And it's kind of like just Francis and them kind of just going at half speed. It looks like them going at 20%. And in a 20% scenario, it looks like they're just kind of like it's like if you ever saw the season with the Ultimate Fighter season with Connor, where Connor kind of explains his not going hard on the sparring philosophy during that season, whereas like it's all about, you know, touching and accuracy. Like that's what we're doing here. We're just touching and accuracy. You guys should already know how to do X, Y, and Z. This is about making sure you stay crisp and, you know, getting your touches and accuracy and trying to learn things. It's kind of like one of those scenarios where they're kind of just kind of like touching each other and kind of playing. And, you know, you can kind of tell that, you know, Cyril was kind of, you know, it was coming from a position of understanding. Obviously, I mean, he's a kickboxer. I'm not sure if he was a champion, but I think he might have been a champion. But, you know, Cyril's definitely a kickboxer. He's a fairly accomplished kickboxer. Obviously, in a point striking scenario, he's going to have the advantage. Yeah. So it doesn't look like, you know what I mean? Like it's like a half speed play spar with Deontay Wilder and Ortiz. Like Ortiz is going to look like God in there against Deontay, but Deontay beat him twice. You know what I'm saying? Because half speed, there's certain things that are not going to be true, or that are going to be true in half speed that are not necessarily going to be true when someone's actually hitting you with full force and there's actual consequence. Because I might not be able to land that bomb, but I might not be able to land that body shot. I might be able to hit you here. I might, you know what I'm saying? Like so on and so forth. So it looks weird. Francis was on a podcast and Francis basically stated that it was like, well, they're putting this out and they're doctoring this to make me look bad. And it's like, and he's not even really blaming Cyril. It's just like, yeah, Fernando and them, this is what they're doing. And it's like, I mean, me and him both know what happens. And it's like, that was early on. And I mean, he's never really seen me in competition mode. Like it was like barely half speed. It was X, Y, and Z. Fernand responded and stated that, well, I mean, we did doctor this because of the fact for two reasons. Number one, people in our gym kind of like want things to stay, you know, private, which is stupid because you released it. And then number two, we doctored it because apparently Francis took a knee to the gut that dropped him, and they had to stop practice and everything because he got dropped with a knee to the gut. And then he followed with, of course, our media person didn't want to put this out because we like to keep things private amongst the gym, which makes no sense because you released the clip. And then stated, if he says it didn't happen, I will release the full clip, is also what he stated. So I don't know, man, like in the rules of like the street and bitch assness, I would have to say that, I mean, if we had to convict someone of bitch assness tactics, I think Fernand Lopez would be prime candidate. Wouldn't we think, right? Like, isn't that?
He definitely has a scorned X tendency right now. He definitely is coming.
Is it
off
blue
as,
pill beta male energy?
I mean, I don't subscribe to those things, but I will say he is coming off like a scorned X right now. He is trying to be in depth. He definitely trying to go to the same dances, the same stores, and the same, parties that him and his ex was going to. He just trying to bring somebody else there, and he keep bringing his ex up every time he get there. And he just looks scorned, bro. He just looks scorned.
What's so interesting about it is that I have not heard too many things. I haven't really heard Francis saying too much about him. So that's why it's so interesting. That's why, to me, like, if it was a back and forth situation, I would be like, okay, maybe there's more going on here. But like, Francis hasn't really said anything. No, I haven't heard anything from Francis until the clip came out, and he's like, okay, guys. And then, like, I think he also brought up the fact that, like, I guess the clip, I mean, it's from what he communicated, the clip was like the final straw. And it was like, he brought up the fact that, the man was saying that, he went to like Sean Shelby and was like, hey man, Ciro's not good enough. It's like, why would you guys even put that out? Like, that's not even, like, that's kind of evil. Like, why would you even, why would I do that?
I mean, but it would make sense if you said that you're a fighter. I mean, it's okay to say it.
Well, if you're a fighter?
You're not good enough to beat me. I mean, it's not that bad. Yeah. At the end of the day.
They're in the same gym.
And you know what I'm saying? You under me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the boss, you the underboss. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's
yeah. 1 2 1 2.